Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. Well, I do not have a new buy recommendation today. We have seven currently, and they're all intact. But this is something that I'm watching that I know there's a lot of interest in, and I'm going to give you my take on it. And this is on a cryptocurrency, Ethereum. And again, when I look at a chart, I look at it without a name on it. I don't care if it doesn't matter. If I like the chart, I'm going to buy it. If I don't, I'm either going to short it or I'm going to be neutral. So let's get into Ethereum because the potential here is really, really big. But this is not the time to jump in my humble opinion. So this is a long-term chart of the Ethereum ETF, and the symbol is ETHE. And as you can see, I have a neutral rating on it. And so, but before we get into why on that, look at the big picture here. So this is why I'm not a buy and hold investor. So a lot of crypto people tell me, "Oh, I'm just buying and holding, and it's doing all this and it's doing that." And Ethereum, when the ETF came out back in 2019 at 68.58, it looks like. What did it do? It crashed, went down to $2. Whenever they come out with new ETFs, that's because they're hot and they know that people will buy them. Retail investors that don't know any better, and that's exactly what happened here. So since then, 2019, you're still underwater. You're at 25.59, down from 65. So you lost half your money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years later. So timing and getting out of something at the right time is really, really important. So this is the pattern. It's a huge consolidation, 6 years in the making, and it tried to break out here back in the middle of early first, second quarter of 2025, and it failed. But this is a symmetrical triangle with two converging trend lines. And you can see we have all the appropriate touches. You really need an A, B, C, D, E, and we got that. And now we're getting another retest of that breakout. So if it can close above, let's say 33, this would go into effect. And the price projection, I thought I had it written on here, is 63 points higher. So from the breakout point. So that would be 32. That would be 32. That would be 63 on top of 32 would be 95. So 95, that's almost 200% higher from where we're at now. But again, this is a gigantic pattern. This is similar to what we're seeing in Brazil right now. I'm trying to think of something else that I've been involved in, some of the commodities. But again, this is not the time to buy it. And why? We have a bearish rainbow convergence right now. So you can see all these cluster of moving averages. When they come together, they form a resistance when the price is below the confluence of moving averages. And this is a weekly chart. Each one of these bars is a week. And it tried to test the breakout last week, I believe it was, or 2 weeks ago, and was unable. Now, that's a type 2 convergence where prices go back to the convergence, and that usually promises a new lower low. So that would be below 21.96. So I'm just waiting and seeing here. That's the best strategy. Is it possible it could break through this? The confluence at say 27.5 or 28? Yes, it is. But we'll have to wait and see. This is, it's just not uh, a good time to do that right now. So maybe we hit one more lower low, and then that might be the time to buy and then see what happens when it gets back up to this rainbow convergence around 28. So, I would buy it, let's say at 20. And if we get a downtick, and then I would look for 28. If it got up to 28 and didn't break through impressively, and it stalled and it started to turn down again, then I would be a seller there and take my profit and walk away. But if we can get through this resistance level, this thing could go a long, long way. And I think eventually it happens. And the reason is that when we got this high, we got we got confirmation of that high on our relative strength index chart, which measures the underlying oomph of a move, and it confirmed that higher high. So, I think that eventually this will break out, but from what level? Where do I want to get involved in it? Right now, we're kind of in no man's land. And the point and figure chart, we got a bullish trend line. So I really like that. We have we don't have a bullish price projection because we had a lower low here, but I just like having a bullish trend line in place. So that bodes well longer term. So that's where I'm at. Thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Again, Happy New Year. Have a great weekend, and we will talk soon. Adios. Please like and subscribe.